Ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again. Global Speedrun Association coming at you. High velocity gameplay. It does not stop. We have V1RO on the left side, legendary gamer, been around since the dawn of time. On the right side, Counterlogic Gaming's Cheese. It is fresh, it is funky, it is exciting. And with me in co-coms, I have Rock On X. How you doing, sir?
I'm so excited, dude. The first race is just now over, and I'm loving it already. I'm just so excited for this race. It's gonna be a blast.
Co-commentator going to explode from excitement before we are even started. You're going to have to keep that in, Bob, because we got a whole hour of meat coming in. The Cheese fans are here. The V1RO fans are here. Canada represent Spain. It's a deep-seated rivalry, and it's all coming to a head here in 70-Star League Division 1. It's a lot to take in.
The deep breath is definitely advised for all of us before this starts.
So going into it, Rock On, what do you think? Cheese and V1RO, who is doing what? Is there Mario happening?
Hard to tell. Probably some Mario, but I'm not too sure. Could be Mario, could be even more epic. We'll see. Those two are gonna have something up their sleeves.
Absolutely. Cheese getting into it in the camera. Wasn't paying attention to the Discord call, you know, waiting for him to be ready, taking his time, that cheddar time. It must age well, like a fine cheddar. That's what my dad always said.
A very wise man your dad is, indeed.
But yes, we do have Mario. That is in fact true. It is being played. He has a hat. It's red. His overalls, they're blue. There's buttons on them. He's fast. He jumps tall, big, gigantic, arguably. And the race has happened. The countdown is upon us. And now we are going to get into it. It's going to be wet.
Okay, I gotta take a zip. Have me some water here.
It's important to take a sip. Stay hydrated. I also have my water here. It's going to be a lot of hardcore commentating action. But V1RO starting early here, trying to get an advantage, but we're going to go ahead and pull him back. Get the sync. You know how it goes. Twitch.tv/speedrun. You know, Peach has got a thing. She's got a problem. We're trying to solve it.
That's what we're here for.
Got to go as fast as possible. I will rep Onyx right now, a free way to support your favorites competitive speedrunning channel. !Onyx. You can earn Onyx, and you know, you just spend your time, not a dime, and it supports us. It supports the runners. It supports the vision.
Make it happen.
So thank you to everyone who gets involved. You can earn yourself a gift sub with 500 Onyx. It's incredible. Onyx changing the game. But speaking of the game, it's happening, and we have control of Mario. It's time for a Lack 2 skip.
We'll see what happens. Expecting no mistakes. So yeah, those two. Of course, not expecting any less.
At this level of play, you know, it's about who's gonna crack first. V1RO used to be an egg, but he has transcended that form now and is no longer identifying with that sort of culture. And so, you know, it's really up in the air. But I'm go ahead.
We'll see if Diary can crack, if Cheese is actually able to crack, or if Cheese is a non-crackable food.
I don't think you cracked Cheese, so I think we're good there. It can chip, though, perhaps, but we're getting philosophical here. We've got a sync, certified stainless steel.
Synchronized dancing.
Oh my goodness, same exact movement. What is going on here?
Do we have like one screen double twice, or is that two different people actually?
No, that is two different people.
Crazy. Yeah, you can see now. But the sync was real. But now you can see we have both players here. I'm guessing 12.7 for V1RO, 12.6 for Cheese.
Oh. And we got the 12.7s lining up. 12.7, 12.5 call from Electric. 12.6, 12.7.
I was about to say 12.7 for both, but I was feeling audacious. I thought I might actually go for it.
Pretty standard, though. 12.7, we'll gladly take it. You know, we're not here to I mean, some, you know, you can be here to impress, but the most impressive thing is keeping consistent,
Definitely.
not cracking under pressure. If there happens to be a slip up, regripping the wheel, centering yourself on the road, not flying off into the ditch, keeping yourself going, chugging along. But here we are in Whomp's Fortress. Rock on. What are we looking for in Whomp's Fortress? What are the big deals, the hard strats?
So both went for the full setup there, so that's out of the way, both getting it. 100 coins, depending on which cycle you go for. If you go for the full and the advanced full cycle, that can be tricky. Also, Owless might actually be tricky, but other than that, I'm not expecting too much spaghetti just yet. Both players should be good to go. It's a very optimized stage, but not that much can happen compared to other stages later in the game.
Absolutely, both getting a nice Owless. Nobody dropping the ball yet, but we do have 100 coming up, and that is, if there's going to be a fail in Whomp's Fortress, it's going to be on the 100 coin. By far, I think the most difficult strat. Very, very tight on the timing for the cycle. And V1RO deciding to do just a slightly slower version, but much more consistent. And we've actually seen Punkay adopt this strategy as well. And I've been full support. It's not so much about the fastest strats, it's about the consistency. And that's really what these races let you know.
Exactly. They work on the long run, so I mean, small time saves here and there can actually add up, of course, but if those small time saves turn into big time losses, that's obviously just way worse. So going safe most of the time, I'm a big fan of that in races, but G's getting the cycle, both wrapping up 100 coins. Looking good.
Absolutely. Pretty much exactly what you want from a race. You know, the beginning, the lobby, it's not particularly challenging. It really starts to shine as you get to basement, as you get upstairs. It amps up a lot more in difficulty, and so being synced up or nearly synced in the beginning makes for a very tense, exciting race.
Let's see how long that can actually be held up. How long they're gonna be that close. I'm guessing throughout the whole race, because I can't imagine any of those two players like giving in, making big mistakes. But then again, this game can be harsh. We've seen it multiple times. In fact, we just saw at the race before how this game can actually treat someone, so one way or the other, it's gonna be a blast. Promising so far.
Yeah, and as we can see, Cheese has developed himself a small lead. Oop, a little slip up on the slope. Not a huge problem. But V1RO going to save some good time over those. It's the little things. You know, it's hard to notice. Cheese had a dusty rollout, a slightly different strat than what we saw from V1RO with the fence clip. He's catching up, but Cheese had the hot 100 strats to earn himself that lead. But less than 4 seconds apart. Bopping the Whomp. Looks like we're coming out of Whomps with a very, very close race. And I'm not surprised. V1RO and Cheese, both very skilled players, have shown their prowess time and time again.
Definitely.
That's why they're here. That's why they're D1.
If it was a D0, I would put both of these players in there. But D1 is the peak.
Might just need a D0. We'll go computer science on him. Fire. Oh, not able to get up on the slope. Booty slide around and a fair amount of time lost. And now Cheese about 5, 6, maybe even like 8-ish, 7-ish.
Yeah, that was a kind of a big time save compared to what we have seen up to this point. But
oh,
yeah. Grabbing that fence actually, but he's in there. I'm gonna go ahead 12.6 for Cheese. That's what I'm trying to say.
Jeez. I'm gonna guess a 12.7 from V1RO. I believe in my boy. Oh, 13.0. Nobody saw it coming. Steve O'Broyle with a 12.3 call in the chat. It's happening. It's here. It's not. It's a 12.6. Everybody's wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
You guys tried, though, and that's what counts. It's a lesson, really.
Try and error. That's what life's all about. All right. First flying here. We'll see. often said flying can be very optimal.
Oh!
Yeah, cutting corners, and that's the things. That's one of the things that can happen actually. But Cheese got it back up pretty quick, still in the lead.
Mm-hmm. But V1RO saving some great time there over Cheese. That is a very, I mean, that's a pretty large slip up. When you miss a red coin, turning all the way around, as we can see, loses you a fair amount of time. But Cheese keeping his cool, as we can see on the webcam. He's not, not showing too much emotion. It happens, but nothing to cry over. Spilled milk, clean it up, get the washcloth, get some dish soap, and put the work in. Put a little bit of elbow grease into it. Commentator possibly drifting too far away with some out of this world metaphors. Not really sure what he's talking about, but we are in this world and it is dark. And there's red coins. What are these red coins like, Rock On? Is it scary?
The really scary part are the Goombas. Like, it's one of those stages, like one of two stages where the Goombas can actually do harm to you. So the red coins are not that scary, especially if you go only for Shigeru cycle, which I'm guessing both players will just get. But the Goombas in the end are a bit of a monka, to be honest, but we'll see what they're gonna do.
Ooh, a little scary there, V1RO with the dusty rollout. If you have even a slightly off angle, you can easily take a spill and die there. Very scary rollout. But nice Dark Worlds all around. I mean, exactly what you want to see. We have seen plenty of times where racers have died near the end, and then the race is like, boom, all of a sudden, 50-second lead. What a nice toss.
Probably why Dark World is so scary, because it's the first real stage where a small movement mistake can actually cost you a fair amount of time, so I'm gonna have to correct myself. All the red coins in Dark World are scary because it's a dark world, and it's a scary world actually, but they're both out of there.
It's a dark world, but you make it out to a bright future. Again, just beautiful. Beauty. The game is beautiful. One of the best speed games, I might have to add, in my unbiased opinion. But we're moving along. No players going for Island Hop here. Going right back to Bob on Battlefield, although V1RO
going for CCM? Not sure.
Interesting.
Might be force of habit, because if you're going for Island Hop, that's the movement you do to, like, after Dark World to get into CCM, but we'll see. Maybe he has some trick up his sleeves. I'm not quite sure. Not aware of the route he just took, but
she's getting a nice sky jump. Nice wall kicks will work from V1RO. Another scary star that the death doesn't lose you too much time, but it'll definitely leave you shook up.
Yeah. And it can easily happen if you're not mashing A, and at the level those players are on, like, they're not mashing A, they're going for the correct timed wall kick so they can just dive and roll out and jump into the star. If you're not mashing A and you mistime your A input because you can't see properly, you can easily fall down and die.
Definitely. And here
One
comes
of those stars
Cheese.
that just looks so easy. And Cheese, of course, makes it look easy.
Oh, not quite.
But very fast backup, though.
Yeah, a little bit of a commentator's curse coming into the booth, rearing its ugly head, but not a huge deal. A couple seconds lost, but at this point, I would have to say V1RO is either, it's either sync or V1RO's in the lead.
By a very, very small amount, yeah. Probably a fraction of a second there. Going for, I'm guessing CCM 17, right?
Because he's in the snow. A lot of gravity, a lot of meat coming in. He just plops in. Sorry, what were you saying?
Mario got a cold booty. That's all I said. It was not that important, actually.
Yeah, he's a little slip up there, but not too big of a deal.
Nah, he's fine. Also, no coin missed so far, so good to go on the slide as well. Yep.
Now, are you familiar with the blue coin switch strategy for 100 coin that has recently, been making waves?
If I'm not mistaken, Saxtel is doing that actually, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah, you grab the switch, right? That's 2 blue coins, so you have 10 coins more, and normally, I'm guessing you can explain it better, but normally, if you do it with the penguin race, there are certain like checkpoints on the slide. The game just makes sure you don't just fall all the way down and cheat. But you can go around one. Like you can basically skip 10 coins and go. I'm guessing after the jump, just go straight, to right down, and you skip parts of the slide. It's actually a little bit faster.
Yeah, the interesting thing is actually at the end of the slide is where the checkpoint is, like for the game to determine, oh, did they take the shortcut? So if you actually finish the race normally, like legit, and then you do like a triple jump wall kick and you go up there, then it'll trigger a cheat. And the penguin will be like, nah, bro, you cheated. So there might be other ones on the slide as well. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, it's a super cool strat. The game continues evolving, and it's pretty good time save. Cheese with a gigantic ground pound.
Yeah, that was
seismic slam.
Maybe some RNG manipulation there. I'm not sure. But yeah, V1RO just went to BOB. I think I'm just guessing that it was muscle memory to just go from Dogwall to CCM, or maybe it's just his preference.
He is realizing, eject, abort the mission. This is a red flag. It's not good, not safe. We won't make it back. And now going to Big Boo's haunt. V1RO sort of, flying around in space, head in the clouds.
A little bit overzealous there. Like, want to go into SSL, but it's spooky time, V1RO.
It is indeed spooky. The top here is very spooky. Very easy to fall down, lose a lot of time. Cheese nicely executed, and V1RO going for the bookcase star. Big Boo's haunt short and sweet and 70 star. It's sort of the precursor, the calm before the storm, the final moment of calmness before the storm comes in. The wind speeds pick up, the humidity in the air rising.
Definitely. I can feel it, dude. And also, I'm glad V1RO didn't fall down there, and I hope Cheese is not falling down there, because I'm gonna say it, I was scared of the piano as a kid. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Co-commentator coming out, very large statements, revealing some childhood thoughts. Is this childhood or just in general, like when did you come to the realization that it was scary?
I have another brother, so I was like 3 years, 4 years old when we got the N64, and at the age of 4, I actually was genuinely scared. Because it just had teeth and it was just following me, and I was just walking around. It was just mean, but yeah, I guess.
It's very scary. It does have teeth. It just doesn't look right. It looks very weird, but here we are. Cheese has got MIPS. He's got a star. He's moving on. Shifting Sandland is coming up. We've got Pillarless on deck, and that is a spicy one. Will we be seeing a Tama Pless? I'm sure it's in the heart of the cards. Very difficult. Tossing the bomb away. He is not interested.
Not liking the bomb for some reason.
There's some sort of dispute, kind of argument. She's like, you know what? I'm not going to let you come with me. We are not going into the pyramid together. I can't take you anywhere. I'm throwing you away. I'm going to get me a new bomb. Understandably so. But V1RO's here now to do his thing as well. For real this time. He's not backing down. We aren't going to Big Boo's haunt.
Medium bomb there. Oh, V1RO. Yeah, but looks not too bad. And is in there. Cheese as well. Cheese going for the puzzle star first. V1RO going for the ancient pyramid star, of course. Thinking about the English name of that star. Oh, Cheese, a little bit of hiccup there, but he gets the star. We Gucci.
We're Gucci gang. Small booty slide. He's going to go back in there for round 2. You got to get the 2 stars in the pyramid. That is the route. And V1RO going to slap the bird around, take his star. A little bit rude, I might add. Personally, kind of not very nice of him, but he does do it, and he does it with grace. You can't be mad at that.
Yeah, he's making up for his bad deed with the way he does it. Gracefully, beautifully so. Yeah. You just have to love it.
2 clean ones from Cheese, though. Huge in Shifting Sandland. You see so many runners die here. So many runs reset. A lot of tears, but a lot of blood and sweat as well, all over the arena.
Also, V1RO does not go for double plus, right?
It does not look like he's interested.
No.
He's bouncing.
doesn't go for it. So we will see another star in HMC, right?
That sounds right to me. Now, did he go back to Bob on Battlefield for Skyjump? I didn't actually see.
He did, yeah.
Okay.
After CCM, he went back. It was just a small hiccup in route, I guess. Just went to the wrong stage. Oh, she's having trouble getting into the lava world. Maybe afraid of burning his butt, but we'll see.
It's a lot. There's a lot of heat here. That does not stop ever in basement. The heat is only turned up.
Yeah, turn up. Yeah, exactly.
And this just in, just feed us. He never does 2 pluses. He does THI reds.
Ooh.
THI reds, very spicy strat. You don't see it often, and I love seeing it when it does happen. Very difficult star.
The last runner I saw doing THI reds was actually Lunar Jump when he went for 70 star for a while. So I'm excited for that. I like that star without 100 coins. That's gonna be a blast.
Definitely.
We gotta wait though.
We do have a ways. That is upstairs. We are in the basement. Moving along through Lethal Lava Land now. What is the big hurting point in Lethal Lava Land, would you say, Rock On X?
The lava boost in the volcano. If you go for the expert strat, it can be tough, but we'll see if both players or one of those players goes safe. I'm assuming because, yeah, it's not a big time loss if you just go safe. But probably, yeah, they might actually go in for a half a second time save there. But that's really the only thing I can think of that could be a threat to those players because at their level.
Yeah, putting the cap on, firmly grasp it. The curses are real here from Rock On. Might be a witch casting some black magic here. Be careful what you say to this man. He might just curse your whole life. I don't know. But Cheese as well getting hit. The Commentators curse is an area of effect. Oh, Foley coming in for some action. Can't quite get the hit off. Oh, he's got his lunch money. Taking it. You are not eating today. I mean, cheese is food. He doesn't need to eat. He's getting eaten. The bullies doing their thing that they do so well.
Slightly molten there, but I do love me some, now I'm missing the French word. I was gonna say raquette, but that's not the word. Fondue. Man, words are hard. Cheese fondue, that's what I'm trying to say. Alright, I got it.
That's good. It is indeed a cheese fondue over here on the right side. He is getting melted by the heat, and I'm not talking about the lava. We are about to boost, however, though. What is he doing? Keeping it, playing a little bit more safe.
Yeah, definitely. Understandable, though. Ooh, but going for it.
Ooh. I find that to be way harder than the boost itself. Like, that strat is scary, but Cheese doing it effortlessly. No problems. He's got his blue hat on.
Makes it look like a breeze, even before we are actually in TTM, but we'll come to that later.
Indeed, we will. Maybe we won't. I don't know. They might go for breezeless, so we might never see the breeze. It's up in the air, literally, quite literally up in the air, but metaphors on puns, on puns out here, killing it in the booth as V1RO goes to Hazy Maze Cave. Now, I don't think Cheese will be going to Hazy Maze Cave. We'll be seeing the Hazy Maze Cave late, so we're going to be seeing a slight difference in routes here, and they'll line up once again when they go up to the tip top of this castle. So I would say V1RO's in the lead as it stands, although Cheese did do 2 very nice pillarlesses. It's kind of hard to say, but the bullying in Lethal Lava Land definitely had an effect on his place in the race, as well as his pride, I would assume. Was slightly damaged in the process, but that's what you sacrifice when you play this game.
Yeah,
it's always at risk.
You win some, you lose some. That's how this game is. We'll see how Cheese just goes through DD. Let's see what his swimming actually is like. Ooh, I thought he was gonna activate that chest, but a player like Cheese does not do that. Looking good so far. Pretty clean chests. Yep. Easy star for Queso right there.
Very smooth. Nice consistency of the cheese right now. He is a fondue a little bit, but it's it's gaining some smoothness. You know, it's not dripping. Like, you can't just dip a chip in it. You can get a nice girthy amount of queso right now with the way that this man is playing. If that makes any sense at all, which it might not, but give it a chance.
What it does is it does make me hungry.
I hear that.
For some more SM64 here. Christmas Miracle coming up for V1RO. Let's see if it's already Christmas in August.
I see it. Santa Claus is here.
Yeah.
The presents are being gifted out. Very nice button press from V1RO. He's going, man. He is moving, and nothing is stopping him.
Definitely. Just going through that stage like a knife through butter. Easy. She's just got a very effortless sub-star, so he's gonna get those wonky rings, but yeah, no problem for him.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see a front sub as well from V1RO. It's been sort of the standard. I still not have adopted the front sub. I'm pretty scared of that strat. It's very difficult, and lining it up is the hardest part because there's not really any great reference points. At least I haven't practiced it too much, but it's very impressive. She's getting it, and now we're in Fire Sea, which Fire Sea has been made a little bit easier with the discovery, with the new movement in the room after the pull here. But Cheese actually not opting to do it. Wait, has Cheese not picked up that strat yet? Is that real?
Or he might just have, by force of habit, just used the wrong camera movement and had to just change his movement there. I'm not too sure if he... I think I saw Cheese doing it actually, but the new movement, but I'm not too sure actually. Oh, but that was clutch, but he makes it.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen Cheese do it, but I guess, you know, in chat saying that he has not picked it up yet. I mean, if anybody's not going to pick it up, I guess Cheese makes the most sense. The man has put so many hours into the game. If you've already got something working, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the new strat, I will say, it only really takes maybe 30 minutes at most to get down, and it makes the cycle a lot more free. You can have a little bit of wiggle room. It's just it makes Fire Sea a little bit less scary because it's a very big part of the speedrun, sort of a decider. Like, are we really out here or are we not out here? You're kind of in the door frame of going out there, whatever that might possibly mean. But will V1RO bust it out? I'm pretty sure V1RO does it, so we'll probably see it on his side.
Might see, but a player like Cheese, if you're just as good as him, you don't need that wiggle room. You're just gonna go for it, and that's what he did. Also hitting that throw. Fire Sea not a problem for our man Cheese here. Gonna grab that key, gonna go upstairs.
Yeah, moving along. We got Wet Dry World. It's wet, it's dry. I don't know what it is, but it's a world and it's fun. There's stars to get. So he's going upstairs to get those stars. She's sort of picking up some good momentum here now. He's, you know, a little rocky in Lethal Lava Land, but it obviously hasn't got him down. I mean, the man tenacious. So much.
Definitely. I love that slide kick into the stage. You have very little room. If you're just a little bit too high, the water's in like the middle position of height. So you gotta be careful. Double jump movement there. Beautiful.
Okay. This star actually making some very nice advancements lately. There's a strat where you break that box that Cheese just broke before you even come down, so you skip that ground pound. But it makes it a lot difficult. Missing the wall kick. That is some time lost. And V1RO actually not busting the strat on Fire Sea. Cheese gets it. Not a lot of damage, but a dent. You know, some bruising on Cheese's side.
And he might not have read what the star says. It says hurry up. And I guess he did hurry up, but he could have, like, you know, hurried up faster.
He could have been faster, yeah. Co-commentator savage moment out here. Top 10 most savage moments in the commentary booth. Telling Cheese he's got to go faster. The man's got balls, I got to say. Balls of steel. But Cheese looks like he might be going faster, although did not get the triple jump wall kick. Might need to take the advice from Rock On here because V1RO is going to run away with it. I mean, the man is moving. He also got a nice lava boost and is speeding up. He's not slowing down.
V1RO's not slowing down for sure, and I can actually complain about Cheese's lack of speedy gameplay because I have a juicy 59, 19 in 70 stars, so I know what I'm talking about. Definitely.
The cred. Lunar J creds coming out in the booth. Still balls of steel. A nice toss from V1RO. He will be joining Cheese in Wet Dry World. Sort of tag teaming out here. Again, Cheese has not done Hazy Maze Cave yet. He will be going back to the basement and getting a second MIPS, while V1RO will be getting an extra star in Tiny Huge Island. And they'll meet back up as they go upstairs into Rainbow Ride.
All right, so Cheese so far only missed 1 coin. Waits there so the ball doesn't hit him. Very smart move. V1RO putting in that key, getting up there. I have the feeling that both are neck and neck. I mean, you can't really tell, but I didn't actually see like big mistakes that would actually justify me thinking that it's a big difference. I don't see it actually. I think they're very close. Keeping it tense for us. V1RO also is going for the double jump there. Beautiful.
Man, it looks so good.
Also getting the wall kick. Let's see if he takes my advice and hurries up.
All right, coming in. He did do the long jump wall kick. It's like half new, half old. There's so many little things to that star that have changed over the years, but it's getting there. You know, there's some stars you see and you're like, okay, that can't possibly get much faster. It's definitely approaching that level.
That's the beauty of the game. And if there's no new strats in the stage, you can just go for, I don't know, frame walks or something.
Oh, okay.
Get some free time save there, but not gonna go there. I'm sorry, I should not have mentioned that.
Co-commentator perhaps trying to stir the pot. Frame walking, you know, definitely a viable strat right now, and we have seen it heavily used in 120. But we are in Tiny Huge Island on Cheese's side now. V1RO will be doing an extra star here. THI Reds, in fact, scary stuff. In the cave, you can fall and lose a lot of time, but V1RO, clearly, not shook by this fact. Cheese with some gorgeous secrets.
And wraps it up beautifully. No ledge grab there, as expected. V1RO, I think 1 more star for him in Wet Dry World. It looks like that's the 100 coin star. So technically 2 stars, but you know.
I mean, he is getting 1 star. That is true, but he's gonna get another one right after that.
I'm just really bad at math, so I just thought about 1. Oh, not the best RNG there, but he actually grabs two of those 3 coins, so should be fine. Needs every other coin now, or else has to go for the backup box. She's also about to wrap up THI, only has to pluck some weeds, I'm sorry.
We've got some gardening to do. It's very realistic, you know, you go in your garden, you're gonna have some things you don't want in there. You know, you have to learn to work with the garden and what it's trying to do, and you have to reach some sort of compromise. And she's not really interested in that, destroying all of the piranha plants, getting stars. The man is clearly star-focused, and that's what we're here for. 70 stars as fast as you possibly can.
And Cheese knows how to do that for sure. V1RO also pretty good on her coin.
Yeah, very nice. And slowly here, we're going to see what's really going down. Cheese has been holding his own in upstairs. Very, very nice Tiny Huge Island. Slight mistake in Wet Dry World, but nothing huge. And now Tall Mountain stage you here talked about a lot. One of those big ones in upstairs that you see a lot of runs die. You got the Reds are very hard. You've got the Mountain Clip. You've got Breezeless. Cheese moving at the speed of light.
Beautiful.
Speed kick, double jump, dive, roll out. Oh, he's diving and rolling out on the mushrooms. My goodness. The triple jump, getting ahead of himself. The backups. The backflip.
Backflip, back up. Brilliant. Rolling out there. He's good to go.
Ecstasy in motion. It is here. And this is what distinguishes what I think why Cheese is able to perform so well in these races. If he does have any mistakes, he shrugs them off and he knows the backups. He's had to back up everything in the book. He's rewriting the book is getting pages added as the man plays longer. He's like the author of the book, a co-author. You know, we're all working together on the book, but not opting for Breezeless. He's not even interested.
Nah, not going for it. Not even bothering with it. I'm surprised actually, but I mean, it is
Okay.
kind of understandable. Oh, the script is just being sent to commentators simply here.
No, there's no,
Seriously left out.
no, none of that. There's no script. Commentators, co-commentator. Oh!
Dying there. Oh no! First big spaghetti here dropped.
That is not only some spaghetti, but a meatball or two, possibly tortellinis, are flowing out from V1RO's side, and that is some heavy time loss. Cheese, at this point, if he wasn't ahead, I think he probably has the lead at this point. Oh, the bonk, and now the collateral damage. Headshot.
Don't tilt, V1RO. Don't tilt. It was only one mistake. You're good to go. Just shrug it off. I know you can do that. Yeah, he's got that. Let's grab, but who cares? At least you don't die. And Cheese is gonna be up there, looking good. Good lock wall kick. Easy grab. Beautifully
Easy.
batting into that star.
Easy clap.
Easy grab, easy clap. Brilliant. One more star for Cheese, if I'm not completely mistaken.
That sounds about right.
Has to pay the Lonely Mushroom a little visit there, because, I mean, he's out there, just holding up a present for Mario and nobody's actually visiting him. It's actually mean.
Oh, wait, who's holding the present?
The Lonely Mushroom. Just standing there.
He's having a good time, though, and he does have the star. That's a good feeling, but Mario, of course, he's on his mission. He's got to save his baby. Peach is in trouble. Stars are needed. Bowser must be destroyed again. But he always comes back. Oh, barely missing the triple jump clip through the fence. Good backup. Look at the backups. The backups.
Yeah, good backup.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's the key. Easier said than done. Quick reactions from Cheese, negating a lot of time loss. I mean, let's say he went back up there for Snowman's head. He's like, you know what? No, I'm going back up there. You got a different camera. You're in a different position. Everything's off. It's going to be harder. You're tilted. Oh!
Yando going over the pond there. But yeah, I'm completely on your side. I can sense what you say. Just knowing how to back things up quickly is probably, in a race, probably like at least 50% of being consistent and being good at it. If you just know what can go wrong and how you can back that up, that's just half the deal. And V1RO going for a breathless attempt here, getting it beautifully, saving up that time.
Very nice.
Looking good, and Cheese is gonna get up there.
Third time's the charm.
Yep.
And I mean, when you make a mistake like that, okay, that's a little frustrating. But when you make it twice, that is frustrating. You're like, come on, what is wrong? What is happening? Come on, I got this. This isn't that hard. She's keeping his calm, keeping his cool, keeping it moving. And V1RO and Tall Mountain, he did have that slip up in Tiny Huge Island, but it doesn't seem like it is really bleeding into the other parts of the run. Keeping strong, keeping his head up. It's never over until the fat Bowser is blown up in the third bomb. Rainbow Bowser.
You gotta have your goal in mind. You gotta have the girl in mind, and then you just have to go ham and go for it. And that's what they both do.
And they do it so well. So nonchalant. She's now going to revisit basement. We have another bunny to take care of. Another star hopping around. Hazy Maze Cave. Get some stars. Go to the top of the castle. Yada, yada, yada. Mario. He's moving.
Sounds about right, yeah. Pretty good summary of what's gonna happen.
Big dive grab from Cheese. Usually would see a punch there, but you know, the difference between a punch and a dive when you're going that fast is where you're holding the analog stick. Gotta be careful. Gotta have that precise move. Scoop to whoop. At least in my experiences.
I'm guessing you're not alone on that one. I'm guessing that's a pretty like standard opinion on Mario.
Yeah, you hear about it a lot.
Doesn't make it less correct though, actually makes it perfectly right. V1RO going for the reds here. Also looking good so far.
Oh, and we got a fat subscribe coming in. Thank you, Little Mario, for the resub for 9 months. V1RO!
Oh, no, no, no. It's going to fall down there. No.
Oh, you hate to see it. That little bonk.
Quickly, I mean, it's level 1 bonk, and before you know it, it evolves into a Grandmaster, level 5, level 10. I don't know if there's a level for that kind of bonk, but my goodness, that is some time lost. And it's so unfortunate. These are little mistakes that V1RO's making. They're costing him big time. He's been playing great the whole race, but little slip-ups here and there.
Gotta go back there. Scary as well. Yeah, that's the thing. You can play perfectly, and just one little misinput, and your mom gets scared, and suddenly you're moving to your uncle, and you're on the Bel Air. I'm getting sidetracked here. What was I gonna say?
We got bars in the booth. If that ain't the truth, then I don't know what is.
Oh man, Buddy gets it second try though, and is up to SL.
Snowman's Land. The routes are converging soon, ladies and gentlemen. After this stage on the left and after Cheese's stage on the right, we will be rejoicing as a happy family should. A family reunion, if you will. It's been a while, but we're coming back. We put our differences apart. It's happening.
Looking forward to it. And we'll see what the damage is, just like with family reunions actually. The metaphor actually plays out well. Let's see.
Oh, V1RO's got the strat, speed kick. That strat is just so gorgeous. 2 speed kicks in the same, in like 2 seconds. Comes from above the box, surprise attack, busting it open with his big booty cheeks, and picking it up.
Box never saw it coming, dude.
It's unfortunate, but you just got to ambush. Surprise attacks, they work.
Alright, Cheese is about to head up to Tippy with a very, very great, actually an insane pace.
This is his insane pace, would you say?
I mean, for a race, it's very, very, very good. Oh, V1RO having some slow turns there. Actually needs 1 more star since he doesn't get the second MIP, so gotta get that red coins here.
Yep, Snowman's Land Reds, sort of archaic in a sense. I mean, nowadays being sort of ruled out, not as fast. She's nice bounce, but it still has its place, I think. Very consistent strat. Otherwise, you'd be doing 2 pillarlesses or perhaps an extra star in Kukula Mountain. So there's some reasoning behind it. Sometimes you sacrifice some time for some consistency, and that's part of that. That's like the balance that you have to find if you want to be a very good racer, very consistent.
Exactly. Cheese also just almost got hit by a spiny there. Lakitu wanted him to fall down, but Cheese refusing to give in, just bopping on the head of Lakitu, just showing him who's boss. And now showing a triangles who's boss. Like a glove, dude.
He's cooking it up. He is in the kitchen right now. Master chef at work. He's got paprika. He's got oregano. There are some red pepper flakes in the vicinity. It smells nice, some cooked onions, some garlic in the air. Very soothing. Very impressive. Masterful.
Have I mentioned that I'm actually getting hungry?
I'm getting very hungry. That's probably why all my commentary is about food. The save, looking, giving the camera a little bit of love. Having to wait it out. Being patient. Shaking his head, a little confused, but, whatever. Moving along. It's not a huge deal. Doesn't hang on to it too far. That's a consistent theme we've seen the whole race. Cheese not getting too upset from any of these mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh!
V1RO doing a little 50-50 there. A little bit of skating. Falling down, though.
That's huge. That's going to give him a lot of points. That might just push him over the edge and get... Oh, hello, Sync! Okay, that was a moment. Yeah, Tony Hawk coming through there. Doing his thing that he does so very well. But here we are at Red Coins, rejoicing. We are in Rainbow Ride. Cheese, though, finished up. And 1 more stage in his way before he could take the W perhaps here over V1RO. Earn him some points in the league to hopefully make it into playoffs.
I'd be surprised if that was not going to happen, but that's just my personal opinion. because no one sends me the scripts. Again, feeling left out there, but yeah. Oh, jeez, a little bit of hiccup there. Wall kicking, diving, but he's up there.
Co-commentator insisting that there's a script, but that is not for the GSA tournaments, only for Big Sim tournaments, because they need the script to keep it interesting. GSA, well, actually, okay, base, V1RO going back. Now, V1RO going back into Rainbow Ride, he is indeed playing. Cheese also appears to have a controller in his hand, looking focused on the game, and TikTok clock is now another milestone. Beautiful movement through these reds.
Getting those reds, getting the ground pound ending. Just grabbing it easily, looking good. One more star for V1RO in RR, and then they're in the same stage. Cheese also saving up to the 100 coin for later. Might actually go for it now.
Yeah, felt a little awkward seeing the red coins go first, but we're probably going to see that 100 now. Get it taken care of. This is sort of the last giant you must knock down before you can really start seeing the end goal in sight. You know, it's good to stay focused on the task at hand, and a tall task in a TikTok clock is quite a lot of work. V1RO getting towed before TikTok. Oh, not hitting the ledge grab from Cheese.
Back up there. Good one though. Actually, and he also grabbed, yeah, he grabbed one more red coin. He grabbed 6. So if any of those boxes like don't like him, he just has 2 more spare coins and can just say, "Ha, I gotcha." But it looks good so far from the boxes there.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
That's why he does it. Cheese grabs an extra red coin as a sort of backup, a preliminary backup. The RNG on the boxes can sometimes mess you up. You can miss a coin. He'd rather play... Okay, getting the star is difficult. He does get it. You can play way more aggressive with these boxes, move a lot quicker. You don't need to worry about catching all the coins. And very consistent. You know, if you do get bad RNG, as we saw from Cheese, it doesn't matter. You just keep moving. But if V1RO gets that RNG, he's going to have to go back for that coin. He does not, though. He's all good in the hood.
V1RO's good. Doesn't need that backup coin. Grabbing that star. Still behind, though, but a little bit of gameplay ahead. Oh, and Cheese having some small hiccups there, but no big O all in all. 2 more stars for Cheese because he still has to grab the Toad Star, if I observed that correctly. Yep. Moving triple jumps here. Gets it without any effort.
Oh!
Falling down there! Oh, but not taking the death yet. Actually,
Hold
still
on.
in there.
Hold the phone. Are you holding your phone?
I am.
Okay, good, because Cheese might possibly, I mean, whoop, getting the long jump. Simpdad offering some color commentary.
Third commentary in the booth right now.
Oh, like clockwork, the triple jump, moving wall kick. It just looks so good. And V1RO chopping them down one by one. I mean, this could very well come down to Bowser throws. It's possible. It's always popsicles.
It ain't over until it's over. It sounds redundant, but it's actually... Think about it. Just think about it for a second. You people in chat, and you know it's true.
It's very deep. Cheese going for Toad after TikTok clock. You know, there's been a sort of back and forth. You see, for a while, all players were getting to Toad after TikTok clock. We saw V1RO get Toad before TikTok clock. And the general reasoning behind that beautiful triple jump dive from Cheese, it's pretty hard to get the time save from doing Toad after TikTok clock. You got to have very nice movement. I'm assuming Cheese saved time there with that very nice triple jump dive. But if it's not up to snuff, it's not worth doing, and you're better off getting Toad before TikTok clock.
We'll see if V1RO can actually... V1RO... Oh, got it.
Now, every second counts. I mean, every 10 seconds is another point in Cheese's pocket and one out of V1RO's pocket.
Definitely.
for this triple jump wall kick, moving right side. No problem at all. And the last big barrier coming up. Bowser throws to seal a 48 in a race. Always a time to be happy with.
Rolling out there. Because why not take that time save? V1RO actually went for a toe beforehand. I didn't actually pay attention to that. I'm sorry. But V1RO also wrapping up TTC as we go into throws. Let's see what Cheese does to Rainbow Bowser. That's one.
Ooh, and a very nice quick re-grab. Dead on. Aimbot activated. Robot mode engaged. Aimbot patched. Missed throw. More points for V1RO. He's still in this to get a fair chunk of points. Cheese gets it. Still a 48 and still a very respectable time as he wraps it up. Very nice.
Stunning. As expected. Legendary.
The fall from V1RO. Points swirling down the drain.
I was so concerned with my legendary joke because it's Cheese that I actually did not see V1RO falling down there. But gets a second try.
Co-commentator with the jokes that could literally kill. Deadly on the mic. Here we go. V1RO coming up still. I mean, points on the table. Up to within finishing, I believe, 5 minutes.
Yep.
To get these points. So as long as he finishes within 5 minutes, he'll get some points. And for every 10 seconds, he's closer. He's good, but a very nice triple jump wall kick. It's looking like a maybe 2-minute differential or even less. And Cheese is in the call now, taking the W. Welcome to the call, sir. Congratulations on the W. You kept a steady hand. You had some moments, some slip-ups, but you kept your cool. What are you thinking?
My backups are really nice. I liked how I think you know, I have experience from the season 1 and from a lot of races, and I think that I've reached a point where I've developed like, you know, like a backup how you say, like a background for every time I make a mistake. I always have that backup, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's because I have all this experience by now. And I've said this before, and you probably know this because I've heard you say it as well, that backups are sometimes even more important than strats themselves in races. So I was glad I was able to like really think really quickly on when I had to do backup and when I had to, you know, just keep going. So I did really well in that, and it was a good run overall.
Yeah,
It was a really good run.
It was a pleasure to watch. I mean, you and V1RO were neck and neck for a while, and then the real big thing, the turning point, I'd say, was V1RO dropping in Tiny Huge Island Secrets, and the man himself is now in the call. V1RO, you put forth a great show. You were playing on fire, and then Tiny Huge Island took a slip up. Walk us through that. What are you feeling about the race? Thoughts?
Oh, I just saw now. She's got a 48. Nice, dude.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to not die, but I died 3 times. But it's okay. I think I'm more mad at the mistake at the beginning where I forgot to do BBH. Like, I forgot to do
The sky jump.
sky jumps.
I know.
I had to go back for it, and then when I come out of that door, it triggers like 120 star muscle memory, and I think I have straight SSL.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing. Yeah, it looked like you were just gonna straight from Dark World to CCM. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that...
And the THI death, I don't know. My finger just slipped. I pressed B and just dived. That's the first time I've ever done that. And then TTM Reds. That's just a hard star.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's a good race though.
Definitely.
Only like a few mistakes, but they're very costly, and that's actually harsh because all in all, both of you guys had insane, consistent gameplay. Mesmerizing to watch, actually.
Definitely a joy. Thank you guys for the race. Are there any other thoughts you had for our gentleman Rock On before we do the thing?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, Cheese.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna say thanks.
GG's cheese.
Yeah. Likewise. Have you been playing V1RO at all?
A little bit. I mean, I haven't been doing runs, but I'm doing like baby strat practice, like race practice, basically.
Right. Yeah. Same. The 70 star is just. Honestly, I just practice LLL and TTM Reds. That's
LLL.
what I-
That's what I literally never touch LLL.
Really, I just do lava boost a bit and then TTM Reds, and that's my practice for the 70 star.
Well, good stuff, guys. Thank you very much. The action does not stop here, of course. At GSA, we are always pumping it out. And up next, D Whatever versus Punkation. Division 1
Ooh.
70-star league happening all night long, baby.
Do whatever versus Punk is next.
That is next. Don't go anywhere. Scotch and Tie Guy and
Let's go do
Electric
whatever.
bringing the hottest of commentary. Thank you guys for watching. It has been a pleasure, and we'll catch you in a bit. Peace.
I never
See
thought
ya.
I'd say this.